Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bjorn and I am currently at home in St. Kitts and Nevis. I came in from London, England on Saturday, and I'm telling you, the first impression was beauty. I saw the brightness, I felt the heat, but in the airport, my friends, was not so pleasant. The online immigration form that I am told was introduced 2 years ago during COVID, it is creating chaos inside the Robert Llewellyn Bratcher International Airport in St. Kitts. Luckily I came in, it was only one flight from London, England, but the backlog of passengers filling out the online forms on their phone was many. And I'll show you a video in a bit. It's just about a minute long. I took a video footage when I was in the terminal on Saturday, and that video will show you the backlog of all the passengers that was there filling out the online form. I will show you that right now, but before I go on, make sure to subscribe to my channel right now by clicking the subscription button. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family, and comment your thoughts, because this channel is to bring awareness about real life issues, traveling content. All my videos are unedited, so I bring to you the videos live. This is like live I'm doing, because it's unedited, authentic videos I bring to you, my friends. But I'll give you my experience on Saturday. It took me about 30 minutes to fill the forms, and it was a long process, a long form. And I want you to watch this video right now. It's about a minute long, and I'll come back and give you my analysis, my friends. So watch it right now, and I'll come back and give my analysis. Here at the terminal, and the online immigration form is causing a backlog here. All of these persons here trying to fill out the online immigration form, and I myself here trying to find how it works. I'm not getting on the internet, so it's kind of difficult to fill out the online immigration form, and you can see the backlog here of persons filling it out. So there's room for improvement here. Need to be some kind of machine or something here to help people fill out this online immigration form, because everybody's using their phones trying to fill it out, and I myself am trying to get online. I'm not getting online here. It says there's internet, yes, but to get online is another issue. So KNA travel forms, KNA travel forms. Wow. So guys, I'm gonna try to figure this out, but as you can see, all of these persons here are trying to fill out the online immigration form. These persons are finished already, so there's room for improvement here, my friends. All of us here trying to fill it out. There you had it, my friends. As you saw in the video that I did on Saturday, you can see the backlog of visitors, tourist visitors in St. Kitts. Many of them, I'm sure, for the first time visiting St. Kitts and Nevis, and I can assure you this experience was not a pleasant one for them, my friends. And another thing is that I never thought of the online form, because I have been traveling throughout Africa and through Europe, and when you travel to those places, they do not ask you to fill any form. So I wasn't even thinking about filling a form. It seems like only in the Caribbean and maybe in other places they ask to fill forms when you enter a country. Normally when you go to Europe or Africa, they just ask you how long you're staying, when you're gonna leave the country, who you're staying with, questions like that, and bam, that's it. they will let you in. I'm sure you saw when I entered the UK the first time. You could see my videos on my playlist. When I entered Denmark, it was no forms. I didn't fill any forms. I entered Kenya. I didn't fill any forms. I went to Uganda. I didn't fill anything. So immigration forms are, for the most part, outdated. And that is why most passengers are not expecting to fill anything when they come in to our country, St. Kitts and Nevis. And another thing, once when we checked in at British Airways, they never mentioned anything about filling on any online forms. On the plane, they gave the passengers who was departing for Antigua, who came from London but who was coming off in Antigua, they said their forms, their paper forms were ready, and they gave the out paper forms to passengers who was embarking in Antigua or coming off in Antigua. And when they mention St. Kitts, they say, we'll get your forms ready for St. Kitts in a moment's time. And the hostess came back, the staff, British Airways staff came back and said, oh, there's no forms available. Once you get into St. Kitts, you will have to do it there, fill your immigration forms in St. Kitts. It seems to me that like they had no idea that everything is done online. They were kind of confused that they didn't have paper forms from St. Kitts to give out to the passengers on the plane. And the passengers on the plane, when they came through to the St. Kitts airport down there, many were surprised that they had to fill the form. We had to use our mobile phones. The internet was working. It was working, but I was very tired. As you can see in the video, I was very tired after 8 hours flight. So I was trying to figure out how to connect to this thing. All I wanted to do was sleep. So it was very difficult for me to find how to connect to this site on the internet to get onto this form. But I eventually found it. The internet was working good. It was free internet, so that's a plus. And there was staff inside the airport helping the passengers fill the forms. So that's a great thing as well. Customer service was excellent there at the airport, which is a good thing. But my issue is the backlog. It was only one plane, the British Airways, but you had maybe up to 50 people there standing up filling forms. And there was definitely a backlog. Imagine if there were 3, 4, 5 planes there. It would be chaos inside the airport, and this will happen over and over again. It will not stop. You know why? It will not stop because around the world, passengers are not used to filling forms when they come into a country. They travel throughout Europe, they don't fill any forms. Go to Africa, they don't fill any forms. Like, for example, when I came from Denmark to England, all the passengers who were European Union citizens and British citizens, they went in one area. All they did was to scan their passport and they were through. There was no immigration, nothing. They just scanned their passport and the gate opened and they walked through. But for me, who is not a European citizen and a British citizen, I had to go to another immigration officer, the section with the immigration officer for the international people who are not from the European Union and England. And that immigration officer asked me a number of questions. Do you have enough money where you're going to be staying? When you're going back home? Why you're out this long traveling the world? So I did some explanation, but in the end, he stamped my passport and I was through. Gave me 6 months in the country. Never did that immigration officer ask me for any forms. Never had to fill any forms, neither online or paper forms. So that is an outdated system that we're still using. That is why every time passengers come to St. Kitts and they're new tourists coming to St. Kitts and Nevis, it will always be a surprise, because around the world nobody fill forms anymore, my friends. It doesn't happen. I've been traveling for 5 months, I can tell you for sure. This is the first time in 5 months I would have filled a form to enter a country. So it don't happen unless it's a visa or ETA, electronic travel authorization. You have to fill before you enter the country. Let's say the country you need a visa or you need an ETA to enter the country, then you would do that online, because it's like a visa or ETA. But if that country is visa free for you, then you won't fill any forms. That's what is happening in the international world, my friends. So I just thought that I would bring this video to you, let you know there's room for improvements. Probably we can get a system where CARICOM nationals and citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis can just scan their passport and go through, and then all the other visitors who are entering St. Kitts and Nevis, the immigration officer can just ask them some simple questions: where they're staying, how long they're gonna be in the country, blah blah blah, and that's it. Make it simple. We need to make it simple for visitors. This is a tourism country. We depend on tourism, so if you depend on tourism, you should make it easy for tourists, not give them trouble after traveling for so long, my friends. So hopefully we will see this improvement in the system. But I must commend the staff at the Robert Llewellyn Bratcher International Airport, because even when I got to the immigration desk there, the gentleman was so helpful. He was like, "Oh, you made a mistake with your passport number, and I'm just gonna fix it now in the system." And he fixed that, and then he was like, "Oh, you made another mistake with your date of birth. You put today is your date of birth when it was supposed to be in the 80s, 1983." And then he just changed it in the system and said, "Oh, welcome home," bam. So the staff is very helpful, and the staff, even at customs, the staff was very polite and helpful. So congratulations to the staff. It's just the system, the online form, that is giving the issue right now. And it's not fair for the staff to have all this backlog every time a flight come in, because a form was introduced during COVID. 2 years ago it was introduced during COVID, as because of the measures that was putting in place to quarantine people and all that chaos that happened during COVID. And the new government came in, and I am told that they decided to keep the system in place. Let us abandon the system. It's COVID is over. Let us free up the traveling, make it easier for returning nationals and visitors visiting St. Kitts and Nevis to visit our country hassle-free. After traveling 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is, it shouldn't be a hassle to come into the country that you're paying so much money to enter. You're so excited. I know many visitors are very excited to come to this beautiful island, St. Kitts and Nevis, but the online form at the airport, that can be very hard pressing, or they can be very disappointed because of that. So let's not spoil the beauty of paradise by trying to be too strict with these long online form. And the online form is very long. They want to know, where have you traveled in 5 months, what's your address, passport number. They want to know everything, my friends. Get a machine and let's just scan if you want that information. But to fill out that manually on your phone, it's not good enough, my friends. Let us change that. And thank you for watching my video. If you're watching from the Ministry of Tourism or National Security, whoever ministry is involved in this, I am asking you to please change the system. We spend millions of dollars every year for tourism. Let's not let an online form spoil the experience for new visitors, my friends. Much love. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it with all your friends and family. Comment your thoughts as well. I want you to comment on the video as well. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you again in the next video. My name is Bjorn, and I am home in Kitts-Nevis on the island. I'm currently on the island of Nevis right now after 5 months of traveling the world, not the world, just Africa and 2 European countries. But you could check on my channel, you could see check on the YouTube playlist. You will see 30 something videos from Uganda, 40 about the same from Kenya, the videos I did in Sweden and also Denmark at the airport. I was at Ethiopia airport, I was at Egypt airport. All those videos are there on the channel, my friends. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again in the next one, my friends. Much love. Bye bye.